Hi everyone. So I'll tell you another story. And these are all different stories of business, and I do this so that it can end up helping you if you're struggling with certain things. So these are all things that have happened to me. I don't need to, tell other people's stories. I tell my own story. And today's one is about unexpected things that happen in business. And so I used to own three franchise stores, Pizza Huts, which Pizza Hut, everybody knows Pizza Hut. It's a world-renowned name. So I used to own three of them, and for people to say that they own three franchise businesses is a big thing. And things are going on, and you're running it, and people are seeing how you're smiling because you're giving customer service. And at the end of the day, you always put on that good smile because that's how it works in business. Your clients aren't interested in your problems. You need to always make sure that you're giving service, you're saying your thank you, saying your please. But behind the scenes, it was the time when my dad got ill. Now, my dad was a big rock in my life. He was the type of person I could always talk to for advice. I used to enjoy my chats in the morning with him. He was the type of person that it was nice. He was the type of person I looked up to. He was the type of person that came from having nothing to working, supporting his family abroad, his sisters and that. So I had a lot of respect for my dad, and I had a lot of respect for what he believed in family. So why I'm telling you the story is, so I had these three franchises, and I was working, I was doing my thing, and it was the time my dad got ill, ended up in hospital, and every day I would have to go and see him, get weaker and weaker. But I always had to go back to my business and put on a smile, and show people that I have no worries in the world and everything is fine. And it was tough. It was tough. And eventually, him getting ill, they told us eventually he doesn't have much time. So I had to deal with this. And the thing is, these are unexpected things that happen in life, and people get sick, people die, things happen. And the thing is, how is your business going to run the day these certain things happen? And they happen. And most people only start running around at that time, start panicking at that time what they need to do. So, my message is just remember, you can be a small business guy, you can be a big business guy, but you need to have systems in place. Because when unexpected things happen and you need to focus on certain things that you have strong beliefs over, and certain things that need attention from you, and certain things that need your love, support, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. And that's why a lot of people, their businesses eventually end up collapsing, because it's all dependent on one person to run that business, one person to make that business happen. And when something bad happens, or that person gets ill, or that person gets sick, or that person dies, that business struggles to survive. And eventually new people have to come in, they don't understand the business, and they have to make decisions in selling it, and that we see every single day. And death is an unexpected thing that happens. Sickness is unexpected. Things happen in life, and we have no control over these things in life. So doesn't matter how small you are, doesn't matter how big you are, things happen. And I was, great systems in place. You're talking big franchises with systems in place, how to run with managers and whatever. But I needed to still be in my business because that is the way I actually geared it up. And it was difficult because I felt time was taken from me that I wanted to spend with my dad that I couldn't spend because I needed to always be in my business and look after my business, look after my clients, because you have no business if you have no clients. And it's difficult to put that smile to people, because people really are not interested in your problems, and there is few people that are interested. I don't say that not everybody is, but at the end of the day, it's your problem, it's your situation, it's your journey that you need to sort out. And that is why I tell you the story, because it happens so much to small businesses, but it happens to big businesses. And if I could have managed my things a bit better, that I didn't have to all the time be within my business, I guess I would have had more time to spend with him. I guess I would have had more time to say the things that I wanted to say. And this is why I tell you the story, is because I wouldn't want you to be in that position. I wouldn't want you to have to face this situation and then you still have to look after, the business that puts the food on the table, pays the rent, and sends your kids to school. So remember, when you are building up your business, a business is dangerous to be dependent on one person, because when those things happen, and they will happen, I guarantee you, these type of things will happen. Sooner or later it will happen. What happens to your business? Do you end up losing your business? Do you end up getting into deep financial difficulties because you didn't have systems in place? So everybody has the opportunity to make decisions in life, and there are certain things that we know will happen. You will get sick, you will have bad things happen to you. So when they happen, you cannot be surprised and say, I should have planned this better, I should have done this better, because you've known about it. I'm telling you, these things will happen to you, and I'm giving you a heads up. And you don't have to believe my story, but there are many people out there with the same story like mine, and have had difficulties in life, and they've given warnings and spoken about it. You need to decide if you want to take that serious or not. You need to decide when times become tough for you, and it's not about financial toughness, it's emotional, it's things in the heart. Is your business going to survive? Are you going to survive? Or are you going to be at the end up putting your family through hell? Or you end up struggling mentally? Because once you start to struggle mentally, you will end up starting to struggle financially, because you eventually struggle to make the correct decisions. And I can't get that time back. I can never get that time back. That time is gone for me. But what I can do is take the lesson that I have learned and try and reach as many people out there and say to them, listen, do your things better, plan your things better. Don't make your business depend on just you. Don't make your business have to be so reliant on you that it can't survive without you. That, I'm telling you, will happen sooner or later, and you will end up hoping that you had done something about it. So if you have a small business, it's dangerous to become dependent on one person. If you have a big business, make sure that you have systems and people around you, strong people that can hold that business together. Yes, at the end of the day, they will always need your help, but at least you don't have to give 100% when you are down. You end up giving 10%, but you know that you have a team of people around you that can carry you, hold you, and know that they have your best interest in heart. And that is my message to you today. I've had small businesses, I've had big businesses, and I will tell you more stories as we go along. And if you want to know more, subscribe to my channel, and I will tell you more stories, because my stories are things that have happened to me. And if I can make a difference just in one person's life, it's a win for me. I would hate for people to go through some of the journeys that I have gone through, some of the journeys that I have put my family through. So if you want to know more of this, subscribe. You'll hear more stories. You'll hear good ones, you'll hear sad ones, you'll hear funny ones, you'll hear ones that are not so funny, you'll hear ones that will break your heart, ones that will make you excited. And I will tell you different types of stories, because this has happened to me. I've lived through this, I've done this. I've had small businesses, big businesses. I've been involved with corporate companies. I have been involved with small companies, small businesses. I have traveled the world. I have seen the world. I have done businesses throughout the world with many people. And I will tell you those stories, and I will tell you those journeys that I have taken. But what my message to you today is, be careful that your business is not just reliant on you, because the time when you need to step aside, you need to know that everything is running smoothly. It is like playing a game, a soccer game. If you get hurt, you need to know that you can go off the field. Let somebody play in your place until you're strong enough to get back on the field. I wish you all good luck, and I wish you all to find your ways and make a success of what you need to do. And remember, the reason I do this is to try and help you not go through what I had to go through. Thanks very much.